and you being signed to Jive and going through all this that you went through, but the area you come from, the Bay and that surrounding area, is so known for independence, for out the trunk sales. Yeah. Was there a time frame where you're like, damn, why am I on a label, and what are those guys doing that I should be doing?
You know, it was, but I had we had dropped 187 Proof, the single, and then the EP, Let It Be Known, and it was just blew the up. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was everywhere. You know, I was already touring in different states and all of that shit. After the first EP, Independent, the first independent EP just set me the off. You know what I'm saying? And then Jive came. So I didn't really have too much. So you did
do independence before the major on your own.
Yeah. But it was with another it was an independent label.
Right.
With this lady, because I was 20 years old. I didn't know shit. So all I knew was rap and get the money. You know what I'm saying? And this label came, Triad Records, this lady named Georgette Willis, and she come out and she like, I got a record label. She meet me on the dope track where I'm selling dope. You know, I would look at her like, over here, you know, what are you doing here and shit? Like, you want to buy some dope and shit? She's
like dope, but not that dope.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, she's like, are you Spice One? I'm like, yeah, you know. She's like, can I get a tape? And I gave her a tape and shit that I had made, whatever.
Oh, she was selling crack and tapes at the same time?
No.
You came down the
Let's make some noise for you.
Oh, you mean him?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I had my dope down the cellar, down the sewer and shit, tied to the fishing string, you know. Tech Nine in the bushes, like the song say. Right. She ride up, you know what I'm saying? She like, you know,
white lady, black lady?
Huh?
White lady or black lady?
She was like this Creole lady, man. She was beautiful. I was like, what the? She was in like white Mercedes Benz, white business skirt, and I'm like, what the this lady doing here? She get up out of here, lady. That's all I'm thinking. You finna get killed. We got beef with these. Tell them now, this short-stopping us down there. It's been going down. My cousin riding around with a 45 hanging out his pocket on the bike, and I'm sitting over there with the Tech 9 in the bushes, and she pull up. I'm like, hey, you Spice One, you got a tape? I gave her the tape. And, you know, the next day, she you know, I talked to her on the phone a few times, and the next day she came over, and I had to have my mom. I was still young, you know. I had my mom there and all of that shit to talk to her as far as business. And my mother was like, you know, is this what you want to do? I'm like, I'm selling dope on the street nobody ever heard of in Hayward, California.
She didn't know. Your mom didn't know that, did she?
No, she did. I didn't tell her that. Right. She had an idea, but she, you know, I wasn't putting it out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so yeah, so I signed the shit, and we did the album, and man, we did the EP. We put out Ant Banks came in the mix, and started remixing the songs that I had already had in my neighborhood, and 187 Proof and all of that. He started coming in, and he threw his shot in there, threw me a few beats, and we had an EP. You know what I'm saying? We released the EP. Man, next thing you know, it's all over the Bay. Like, I actually got a chance to go into the record store back in the day and watch them just buy my shit off the shelf and just sit there and watch it all go. Like, you know, I'm sitting, they don't know it's me.
Right.
Just like in the dream, though, it's crazy. I'm just sitting there, you know, I'm like.
There was no video music box back then.
Yeah. It was just starting.
Okay.
In 187, we did 187 Proof video, and we had the claymation figures in there. You know, we actually had the bottles running around shooting each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the video. It was crazy. And, you know, I never thought that I was like, this shit is kind of crazy. Like, I ain't gonna like that, but it was number one on the box for a long time. And I had to come out here to Miami.
Yeah, the box was out here.
To the box. And,
the box was out here?
Yeah, in South Beach. They had their office in South Beach.
Yeah, I remember. That was literally the last time I was out here.
Wow.
So when
hold on.
Yeah.
Literally the last time you was in my.
That's crazy, bro.
Was when the box was here? Let's take a shot to that.
And then drink champs.
Let's take a shot.
And then drink champs.
You use the bathroom already?
No, but I just have a question.
Okay.
So you sign with her. She's independent. The deal you do with Jive, is it with her or no?
It was literally, it was with her. They, you know, she wanted me to stay with the label and do the independent thing. it really didn't. But to her, she said, if you want to go with a major label, I'll let you out of the contract and you can rock with them.
So she wasn't a part of the deal. She just let you go from.
No, they gave her some money too.
Some paper, okay.
And I wanted to do that. I was like, nah, I don't want to just go like that. Like let them pay you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if it wasn't for you, this shit wouldn't have been possible.
Right.
So yeah, whatever they gonna pay you, man, get that money. Get your money, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go over here and get some money. You know what I'm saying? Then I get over there and they just run through me. You know what I'm saying? Just not really, you get these advances, 30,000, 40,000, and then I get 80,000 for the first time, and my manager disappeared.
Your third album? Your manager,
like, so, man, the whole time, you getting gaffled the whole time, bro. If you don't, it's like you trust people, you be around people thinking that, that somebody, people that you got in your circle is cool, but they behind your back, bro, it really ain't what it's saying, what you think it is. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And in retrospect, you think if you would have stayed with her and kept going and grinding,
probably would have made more money.
You would have made probably more bread.
Yeah.
Because I heard you say you made way more money independent than you did.
Yeah, because I made, I just made it, the first 15,000 independent, and I thought I was on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? But it was better than trying, selling dope, jacking shit, stealing cars and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I felt that was a better deal.
See, me personally, me and EFM, we always argue for this. I believe in that theory that I just said. Like, I like the majors to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I like staying at,
Yeah, when you got the right deal with them, it's everything is good. But them,
right.
it's the certain deals that they give you, or they try to give you, and you try to renegotiate. It all depends on how bad they want you as an artist. Mm-hmm. And they always, the thing is like, it's like you got to make them come to you. You can't go to them. Mm-hmm. You got to make them come to you. Just like, a pimp will tell you, you can't go to them. You got to make them come to you. Mm. You got to be so fly. Your shit got to be just so dope to that point to where you make them come to you to where they know they can make money dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the trick, because when you go to them, they treat you like you went to them. When they come to you, then they acquiring your services. So you gotta negotiate in room and shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to them like you need something, they gonna treat you like you need something.
Was there any time did you like being on a label?
Oh, I love being on a label.
Okay.
It's just the point of the business part wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? The relationships between me and the people on the label was beautiful, but the business relationship wasn't right. I wasn't getting paid. Like I never got the chance to buy my mama that house, even before she died. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that money like that.
Do you blame that more on your team, or you blame it more on the label?
I kind of blame it on myself for trusting people and trusting the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have trusted none of them cats. I should have went to maybe some different people or something and dealt with them. But everything was a lesson to be learned, mm-hmm. and now it's full speed ahead. I look back just for clarification and learning experience. But I just move ahead because it's like, damn, I can't, I got to watch this and watch that. You know what I'm saying? But, you always got to think back and say, damn, if I wouldn't have did this would have happened. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a learning experience now. Right. It's so long.
And who was your management back then?
I had this guy named John Krashner, and I had Chaz Hayes, and I had who's that after Chaz Hayes? Because I stopped having managers after that. Right. I can't even remember, but I just stopped having managers after that. Kind of just like, man, you need to learn the business. Because
so you manage yourself then?
Yeah. It's too much money involved, and for me to trust anybody, just somebody out of the blue, just say they can be a manager and they have no credentials or clarifications or no contacts to, I say, okay, you a manager, go give me a deal. You're a manager. Or give me a good deal. I need a good deal for at least 1.5. Go give me a deal for 1.5, and so we can actually drop a real project, and I can do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to find. You can't, you know. So I mean, with all of that said, it's like shit. I gotta go get me a deal for 1.5. I gotta, and at the same time, I gotta make them come to me. I can't go to them. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these cats nowadays, they got enough D-boy money to just say, okay, I got 1.5 to invest in my first single to go platinum. You know what I'm saying? So it's different when you going purely off talent, trying to go off your skills, and then you got then the cat that got the bread and his shit is kind of cool, it's kind of dope, but you know he got enough money to put into it to make the shit sound like the best shit you ever heard in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Make it look cool.
Yeah.